We're starting day 2 of working on Dave's new garage for his dump truck and track hoe. And right now we are using the track hoe to lift this roll of 80 mil plastic material that's going to cover the entire roof underneath the aluminum roofing. So we are pushing the roll up. We used the track hoe to lift it in place. So we're pushing the roll up, and then we're just going to let it roll down the other side. Let it rip. There it goes. So we are using the thumb or lower jaw of the track hoe to hold the tarp in place so it doesn't slip away. Now we are pulling and lining the tarp up to the front of the shed, and what we're eventually going to do is pull it all the way back to this side. Then we are going to line the other edge on the other side with the bottom rail that goes across that side. We're going to screw that edge to the bottom rail, and then we'll put these straps on, and cargo straps, and pull it tight. And we want to pull it tight so that there aren't any dips, and just give it a nice smooth appearance when the roof is attached. So we have it pulled tight now, and we are starting to screw down this side here. So we will get this side here all set up, and then when we start to put the roofing on, we will undo the screws under where the piece of roofing goes, and then screw the roofing down to the box steel cross pieces. So you see us, we're both working away there, dueling ladders, making sure everything is all set up. And we're going to start putting pieces of roofing up here momentarily. Okay, you see us under there now. We are sorting roofing sections. We are, the way Dave had it before was there was a right side and a left side, but now because the building is in a different place and he has a different wind pattern, we're going to change the overlap, and to do that we need to reverse the right. All right, Dave and I have finished putting the roof liner. This is actually, there you go. This is actually a landfill liner. It's 80 mils thick, very, very tough stuff. So we stretched it over the roof, and we screwed it down on the other edge over there. Then we've used some cargo straps to snug it down, and then we screwed this end down. So now what we're preparing to do is, Dave has this roofing that was on it before, so it already has holes in line with where we're putting the new just reinstalling the roof steel going crosswise over the trusses. So now what we're going to do is, we have Dave's dump truck up here so that we can put a plank on top of the bed of the dump truck, and then we've tilted the bed of the dump, tipped it up to give us a level working platform, and we're going to start fastening down the roofing. So this is the first piece of roofing, and remember we had to reverse the roofing, so this is a left side piece that's going on the right. All the holes still line up, it's just that the overlap is for a different direction, which Dave has a prevailing wind pattern here, and he wants the overlap on the leeward side so that it's less likely to get water blown up under the overlap on the roofing. So we are measuring and fitting it for 12 inches out from the face of the building. And then we actually have to come back and make some fine-tuning adjustments so that it goes straight with the new building. Nothing is perfect, but we do line it up, and all the screws, when we start screwing up the rest of the panels, everything lined up just almost perfectly all the way across. Right about here, Dave is using my Makita impactor gun, and he is telling me how much he likes this gun over his rigid. It's much smaller, lighter, has a much higher speed, and he thinks it has more power, so he's planning to go and get himself a Makita impact driver drill set too. So he's screwing down the peak of the roof right now. Now we're doing the other side, and we're going to get that all lined up and got a couple of screws on. These first couple of pieces are critical because they set it up for the rest of the roof. And if these aren't straight, none of the rest of the roof is straight either. So it's very important to get these set up just right. We're trying to have a 12-inch overhang in front and on the bottom, and that's because Dave gets several feet of snow accumulation, and he wants to make sure that it is going to slide off and away from the building. So Dave is, again, he's unscrewing the screws that were holding down the tarp, and now he is fastening the bottom edge of the steel roofing or aluminum roofing. I'm not sure what the metal is. Unfortunately, I didn't think to set up the camera to record us.
Okay, so you're right over there, down there.
Am I good?
You're good. I have the ladder. There you go. And down there.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, now I need to go make my food.
Yeah. Okay, and I will, I think I'll do burritos.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, man, see you in a little bit. Dave has to make a phone call. I'm gonna make lunch. And of course, making lunch sounds like a new exciting episode of Iron Truck Camper Chef. Okay, man, see you in a few minutes. Let us head over to Iron Truck Camper Chef Truck Camper Kitchen Stadium. All right, we are doing an episode of Iron Truck Camper Chef. We're going to be doing an old standby of burritos. I have some Asagio rice going. We got hamburger in here.
Your regular restaurant.
Look at that.
You gotta
Look at that. What a beauty.
take a picture of it while it's still open-faced on the pan.
Well, I'll get that on the next one. So there you go. Do you want sour cream?
Nope.
Now I'm making my burrito. There's the tortilla and cheese. Now I'm putting in Asagio rice. Now I'm putting in my refried black beans. And then I will put in the meat and veggies, which is hamburger, tomatoes, onions, and potatoes. maybe an odd combination, but it worked out pretty good.
All right, let's see how we are doing here.
This one over here is doing 5.
Yeah, a little more time.
Did you cook these potatoes today?
Just now.
Just now?
Yeah, cut them down to 1/2-inch cubes.
Yeah.
Quick fast enough.
Okay, so my burrito's ready, and I'm rolling it and plating it.
Off. Okay. Dave and I are into good eats now. There's my other one. Dave is allergic to sour cream. Not really, he just doesn't like it. And I'm going to have a dollop on mine because I like it. Okay, there you go. Let me try a bite of this and see what I think. Okay. See that? The crispiness of the shell. That I'd give that about a 7 on crisp, wouldn't you?
That's very good.
Mm-hmm. Get a little bit of sour cream there.
See, when dairy products are sour,
Mm-hmm.
it means they're no good.
Oh. Well, evidently you probably don't like pizza because that is all old stuff too. Okay. Excuse my biting and chewing. It's very good. We got 1/2-inch cubed potatoes, arborio rice, refried black beans, courtesy of Rosarita, the black bean variety. A Walla Walla sweet onion, and some Tillamook farm-style cut Mexican 4 cheese, and a dollop of sour cream for some of us. So yeah, we're having a good time. And that concludes this exciting episode of Iron Truck Camper Chef, here live in Iron Truck Camper Chef Kitchen Stadium, on location at Dave's Farm Ranch, where we are constructing a steel building. Got to keep those guys moving. And we'll see you on the next video, the next exciting episode of Iron Truck Camper Chef. Dave and I got one side 90% finished. We've got all the aluminum roofing up here. And then we're going to move around to the other side and do that. Right now, Dave is screwing down the last of the pieces on the front edge for the wind. Okay, well, here's your complimentary Coke. All right, it is quitting time here, and we have got all the roofing that we can get on for now. So you see the steel frame structure, and we have the steel cross rails up there every 24 inches from bottom to top, and the span of the trusses is 5 feet, 71 inches actually. And so it is pretty much finished. We just have to cut that overhang of liner down and then fit it to the end here, and then put up the last 2 pieces of metal roofing. And there goes Tio. See ya, Tio? Attaboy. Tio's more wild than he is tame, but he's a nice farm cat. Okay, so yeah, Dave and I, we screwed that end of the liner to to the top rail at the bottom. And then we got cargo straps and a come along and more cargo straps, and we pulled the liner tight. And so I can't really emphasize how tough this stuff is, but it's 80 mils thick, so it is very, very tough. So walking back here a ways, you can see the roof is all up on there. Then you can see the end where we are going to take the cutoff hanging there and fit it to the last foot on the end and overlap the smooth area you see. That's the overlap section. And then we'll put up about 1.5 more sheets of roofing. We just finished this side over here, and you can see the roofing up there. So it's a nice nice looking building. We got it all roofed here today. What we did last night was Dave and I fabricated these new post bases here so that it would be on the end. All the post bases were like this, so we cut that one off and made this new one out of stock. And then Dave and I welded up. We had to extend this section here because it was kind of rotted out, and we have an inner sleeve on this to increase the strength of the joint, but it's bolted in up there. I think you can see it. And we did the same thing over on this side here. We have a little bit of an inner sleeve down inside of that, and you can see that some of my welding is kind of chicken scratchy. I haven't been welding for a while. Dave cleaned it up a bit. And then we have these here bolts coming through up there. And it is very, very solid now. Dave and I tried to shake the building, pushing on either side, and it does not move. We were thinking of putting in some angle bracing here, but it doesn't seem necessary. Dave may still do that later on, but he only has me for 5 more days, and then I have to get back up to Seattle and get back to work on the big project. There you can see Mount Adams. There's Mount Adams. So it's getting covered in snow again. It was kind of barren for a while, but it's got a good foot of snow at least on it right now. Okay. And there's Dave. Was wondering when he was going to show up. Half an hour behind schedule. So it's a nice looking building. Not bad for a recycle job. Ultimate Recycle. Old foundation, old steel building. Brought back to life. Serving a purpose. Hey boy.